channel. We've just been spending the morning following a pod of bottlenose dolphins all the way along the coast. They were west of where we are now. We followed them all the way along, and we're here at St John's Point, where we'd actually seen the orca the other day. So we thought we'd come back here, hope that the bottlenose would come in nice and close, which they did. There was probably over 50 dolphins. It was really, really cool to see. We followed them up to Groats Pier, so we were just standing on the pier waiting for the dolphins to approach from the east. We watched them approach from the west. So as we were standing on the pier waiting for the dolphins to approach, we turned and spotted an orca, one male orca in the distance.
What have you seen?
There, straight ahead over there, there's orca.
Further left.
Yeah, further left, heading our way, which was just incredible. It was so exciting, and we were a bit stressed, to be honest, because we were waiting for the dolphins to get closer, and the orca was surfacing not very often, and he was staying down for quite a long time and travelling quite a long way. And now the orca was getting further away, the dolphins were getting closer, and it was just, yeah, a bit of mayhem. We got, I hope, a tiny clip and a couple of photos, but we watched the dolphins pass where we were, which was amazing. They came so close to the pier, then they headed east.
The flooding material for staying under is really low. Yeah. It's just one big, massive thing. Under the water, that's
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And now we've tried to keep track of the orca. We haven't had a lot of luck because he kind of seems to have gone much further out from where he was earlier, probably on the current. So we're just really hoping that, I don't know, we see him again.
So we've ended up where we started the day, where we was watching the pod of dolphins off Dunnet Head. We've not managed to see the orca again, but
No.
we'll always try until there's no light left, so we'll keep trying.
So yeah, if we manage to catch up with the bull again, obviously we'll put footage in, but if not, it'll be the end of the video. So we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.
So it's been a few days since we had our latest dodgy orca sighting, where we had that bull that was off Stroma.
Yeah.
And then today we've had another sighting of a bull.
Yeah.
Who we thought at the time it was probably bull 18 coming towards us. But as we saw it a bit closer, we noticed the eye patch wasn't the same as bull 18.
Yeah, it was quite different, wasn't it? Looked significantly different.
And we noticed a notch on its dorsal fin, and we soon realised that it wasn't bull 18 at all.
No, it wasn't.
And it was Úlfur,
Yeah.
who, an orca we've seen before. He's normally going around with another bull trinky when we've seen him before.
Yeah.
So he's probably off with Musa and the rest of the 19s, or chilling with someone else.
Yeah.
Úlfur's going around on his own.
Oh yeah, so I mean, we have seen Úlfur with Trinky, but also seen Úlfur and Trinky with the 169s as well. So he's someone we've seen before, and he's really cool though. It was so exciting to see him today.
Yeah, there's a report of him going east through the Stroma Sound. Luckily we was up at Duncansby in the right place at the right time for once.
I know, it doesn't happen very often.
We went running down the hill, and then yeah, we saw him. He looked really close to the nest of Duncansby.
Yeah.
Which we probably would have gone to if we'd had more time, but it was such a rush just trying to get to somewhere, and yeah, we saw him rounding that, and then all of a sudden he popped us pretty much right below us, and then carried on round the lighthouse. But whether that's the same bull that we saw the other day that we thought was bull 18, he was so far away and it was so brief that from the pictures at the time we thought it was probably bull 18, but
yeah, from what we could see, that's who we thought it was.
It probably makes more sense now that it probably was Úlfur, but
it's one of those mysteries
so hard
that
to tell.
will never be solved, unfortunately, for that in that instance. But
all you can do in times like that as well is just try and give a bit of a guess, really, when you haven't got them close, and that's all you can really go off, what they look like, how they're behaving, how many of them there are. So
but no matter who it was, on both occasions it was amazing to see another orca, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Whether
just
we've
incredible.
seen Úlfur twice, which probably makes the most sense, or
Yeah.
we did see 18 and Úlfur today, but I guess we'll never 100% know. But either way, we saw 2 orca on their own.
On their own, individually, and it was amazing.
We don't really know what we're going on about now, so.
We've been out looking again to see if we can spot him again, but we haven't had any luck. But we're trying, and we've been up to Dunnet Head as well all afternoon to try and spot anything there, but we again haven't had any luck there, so we're just going to keep looking and hope for the best.
Yeah.
And hopefully, even if we don't see him today, whether he hangs around and we catch him for a third, possibly another
Yeah.
day.
It'd be interesting if he does show up again, if he's on his own or if he's with Trinky or anyone
Yeah.
else. But
Yeah, but
he'll probably end up going quiet again. But we just hope that, yeah, we see him or someone else again in the coming day.
let's hope so.
Another run across Duncansby Head. So it was another manic evening last night with the orca. It was actually the start of Orca Watch as well, so it was a really good day to see orca to kick it off with.
It really was, and we actually got to see Úlfur. Now we've seen Úlfur 3 times now in the last week or so, and it's been absolutely amazing. It was great to see him. He gave us a bit of a run around yesterday, but it was still so amazing.
We're actually sat on the headland all day yesterday, and then we popped to the shop to get some food, had some tea somewhere else, and then he got reported not far up from where we'd been sat all afternoon. So yeah, it was a bit of a rush around trying to get him, but we finally got him where we've got pretty much every encounter on this trip up at Duncansby Head Lighthouse. So
yeah, we were just so happy. I mean, we were literally halfway through cooking our tea as well, so we had to wrap our burgers up, carry them around in our pockets, and we're like running around like crazy trying to spot him. But we were just so thankful that we got to see him.
they've all been quite brief encounters with him on this trip.
He's been going up and down the Pentland Firth pretty much, and the very first one was very brief. And it was basically, we were on the pier at John O'Groats, and we were waiting for some bottlenose dolphins to come from the west, and he all of a sudden appeared coming from the east. So that was amazing. It was so like unexpected that he just popped up right there. He surfaced a couple of times, and we got like, I got
Not
one
much,
clip.
like one surface. It wasn't much better the second time we saw him, where he come the opposite way. It was earlier on in the day, but then he got lost after that. And then
went offshore.
there was last night, which was pretty brief as well, just at the end of the day when we're losing the light. So
Yeah.
we're just happy to see him there.
We've got orca again, yay! We've got a bull, and he's right in front of us, surfacing like not very often, but we're still getting him, and it's just amazing to see. And yeah, he's given us such a run around today already, so we're just so happy to see him.
Once again, we're losing the light, so
Yeah,
standard sighting, but he is there somewhere.
yeah,
He's just same again, same location, Duncansby Head,
yeah.
losing the light.
Yeah, so
But
it
yeah.
sounds like deja vu, really.
Same bill probably as well.
Probably is.
Úlfur again, so
Probably.
yeah, he's definitely given us the run around recently.
He really has. Up again.
we've actually seen Úlfur on every single Orca Watch we've been to so far. We saw him in 2022 when we were on the ferry over to Orkney in the Pentland Firth, the exact same location.
Yeah.
We saw him with Trinky. He was going about, he's going around on his own at the moment.
And then we also saw him last year in 2024. He was with Trinky and they were off Wick. And again, that was a bit of a rush to get there, but we literally arrived and he surfaced right by the rocks, and that was really cool. We got to follow him up to Dunnet Head and we saw him a bit better up there as well.
And then obviously 2025 is now. And we've got him again in the same sort of area in the Pentland Firth, so it's really good seeing him every single Orca Watch.
Yeah, it's been great.
So it's a bit of a jumbled video because every encounter we've had with him recently has been really short and I don't know,
been really brief.
distant. So we've kind of thrown them all together and here they all are.
Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. So thank you so much for watching this video and we'll see you next time. Bye.